Hello everyone, hope all is well and welcome back. Today I colored in my gray hairs with a Sharpie so they weren't visible. So that's how today's going. But in today's video, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. I woke up in the mood to play with color today, which is very rare for me lately. Last night I was looking through my Instagram and just seeing how my makeup style has changed over the few years I've been on the internet, and it was really fun. And I just screenshotted a few pictures that I wanted to kind of not recreate, but just get re-inspired by, maybe switch up the colors. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing today. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I pulled out a lot of fun colors for me to choose from today. I pulled out like all of my pencils and a few palettes. I have the Huda Beauty Lime. I feel like I want to play with some lime colors. And I got this little cutie palette, the fun size palette, and I also pulled out my ColourPop singles that are in so many fun colors. And of course, something I pretty much always use when I do colorful looks just to make them even more punchy, my Tarte Clay Pot liners, which I love so very much. So today's gonna be an adventure. I'm not really sure what I'm going to title today's video, but I just really wanted to play with color and just kind of get re-inspired. So that's what's going to go on today. So before we get into it, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It would mean so much to me, and let's get to it. So I think I'm going to start with the eyes first, just in case if I make a mistake or I hate it, I can just wash it off and I don't have to be sad about ruining a base or anything. So I'm going to prime my eyes with the CoverFX Power Play Concealer because it's quite pale of a shade for me. I'm also going to bring that under. I always do this when I play with more colorful eyeshadows. Sometimes I'll use a white concealer as well, but I don't think I'm going to be needing that today. And I use a concealer because the eye primers I have right now don't have any coverage to them, and I just want a blank canvas for what I'm going to be doing today. It's going to look crazy for right now, but once the eyes are done, I'm going to wipe away the excess concealer that's underneath. I'm just doing this just so that the colors are a lot more vibrant. And if you have a deeper complexion, I'd use a lighter base right on the lid and right underneath here, and then fade it to like your natural concealer or anything so you don't get like a harsh, weird white line up here on the brow bone. Just kind of ombre the bases, and that will be amazing. Now I'm just gonna go and sit here for like an hour and decide what kind of shape I want to do. Maybe a double liner situation. I don't know. It's gonna be fun though, I think, hopefully. Just as a little disclaimer, this is gonna be very product heavy, so if you want to recreate this look or do something inspired by this, definitely go into your own collections first, because I'm just gonna be pulling shades from random areas. First things first is picking a color story. I am really interested in using this color right here from this Huda Beauty Neon Obsessions palette. So I'm just gonna create like a little color story on my hand here. This is how I usually go through things. And then I want to like fade them through a few other shades. I think a teal would be really nice with this. This is the shade Formation from ColourPop, which is fun. And then like a deep teal would be really nice. I'm gonna take this Meltdown shade from the Melt Radioactive palette. So that will be like the top. And then for the bottom, I really want to play with more peaches. This is Slim Fit. And you always want to keep in mind of the color wheel, because if you mix two shades that are like across from each other on the color wheel, they'll just make a really ugly color together. They'll usually make like a neutral gray brown gross shade. So I'm gonna keep these on the bottom because those will not look good together, mixed together. And then I think like a purple would be really nice to blend that. And then purple will blend nicely into that deep teal once again. So the first shade I'm going to dip into is Meltdown from the Radioactive palette. And I'm going to focus this on the top outer corner here. And then I'm gonna take a smaller brush and kind of really pack it on to the outer portion right here. And I'm just gonna make sure that I don't have a lot of color on this fluffy brush. This is the Royal Langnickel Eye Highlighter Balm 17 brush. And I'm just going to kind of try to blend this out as a transitional shade a little bit, because I want some definition in there. I'm going to take that Formation shade from ColourPop And I'm gonna use that more in the crease as well, just to kind of soften it up since that one is a little bit lighter. I want this look to still have a lot of depth, but also be super fun. So I'm gonna work on smoking this out. I might add a little bit of black just on the outermost corner, just to kind of deepen that up, smoke it out even more. I'm actually going to switch up the color, and instead of taking this formation shade, I looked at the Fun Size palette from Sugar Pill, and this shade right here is really calling my name. That is the shade Cheat Code. But first I'm going to apply some cream eyeshadow. This is the Mint Clay Pot from Tarte. And I'm going to apply this with this Smith brush, 253. And this is gonna go right on the lid right here. I'm adding this clay pot liner just so that that shade has something to grab onto, and it's gonna make it a lot more vibrant. And then with that same brush, still with that cream color on it, I'm gonna dip into the shadow and press it into there. And then I'm just gonna take that brush again with a little bit of that Meltdown shade just to soften the edges. I don't really want any harshness. I'm not trying to do like a half cut crease or anything. And then for the innermost corner, I'm going to incorporate that lime green shade. And I'm going to take another clay pot liner from Tarte, and this is in the shade Margarita, one of my favorites. This is actually my second tub of it. Hopefully these are still available. I know they were like a limited edition product launch from them a long time ago. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Oh, it's kind of getting dry. Oh no. And I'm gonna pack this lime green shade on top. Now I'm going to take the brushes we were working with, and I'm just going to kind of pat in between those two shades. I'm not gonna blend them, I'm just gonna pat over the edge, and that way it's gonna make a nice even blend of those two shades. It's gonna make a really nice blend between the two. It's not going to disrupt anything. I'm gonna add a little bit of black here just to make it even more smoky. Just take your favorite black eyeshadow. I'm just taking the black from the Gemini palette, and I'm just going to apply it right there. I might actually add a winged eyeliner. I feel like that'd be really nice for this. But yeah, I think I will. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. For this ColourPop shade right here, I want it to be so extremely vibrant that I think I'm gonna mix a custom shade with these two shades. Hopefully it'll become like a little peach tone, and we'll see. I'm having a lot of fun. This is the shade that became of those two. It's really pretty. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Maybe like once a month I can just go all out with colorful eyeshadows and really take my time with it. The shadow I just used was Slim Fit, by the way. I think it looks really cool with this. I'm going to be using this Clay Pot in Prom Queen. It's kind of a different purple than what I'm going to be using, but it's still going to serve us as a great base, and it's going to help create that vibrance that we need. So here's an example of something that's going to be tricky. Since yellow and purple are complementary colors, they'll turn into a gray, and since there's a lot of yellow in peachy tones like this, you got to be very careful with the blend, or else it'll turn to that really gross shade. But on the outer portion here, we're not going to have that big of an issue. So you just want to be very cautious with these two shades. See, like it's already creating kind of like a muddy color. We'll just have to be extra cautious so that doesn't happen. And the purple I'm going to layer on top of it is this one. It's 143 from ColourPop. It's a really pretty one. And on the outer portion, I'm gonna dip into Meltdown again, just kind of bring that shade down. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. Now I'm gonna dip into some black eyeshadow and bring that right here. Now I think to finish it off, I'm gonna add a winged eyeliner, and I'm going to be using my favorite Melt Ultra Matte Gel Liner in their black one. So here's where the eye look is at. I'm not sure if I really enjoy the lower lash line colors. I don't know, undecided, but I'm gonna just pop an inner corner highlight, and I'm just gonna use this center shade from the Huda Beauty palette. It has like a blue shift to it. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm just going to do it to this eye, and then I will be right back. So I decided that I did not like the lower lash line at all, so I decided to go this route. So I'm going to be fixing this now. Just gonna take my Erase Your Face face cloth and some micellar water. This is the Garnier one. So now I'm just going to add a little bit more concealer. Well, that was a lot. Lord. And I'm just gonna copy what I did to the top to the bottom. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. And there we go. I love this now. I love it a lot more than what it was before. Now I'm just gonna put this in my waterline to kind of clean it up, brighten it up a bit. This is the Tarte. Wow, I'm using a lot of Tarte today. The Fake Awake eye pencil. And then I don't really like how harsh it looks, so I'm just gonna take my finger and blend it mostly away. I just pretty much applied that so it would clean up the waterline. Now I'm just gonna go apply some mascara, and I might pop on some little lashes, and I will be right back. Please don't get mad at me for wearing eyelashes. You don't have to wear them if you don't want to. So here are the eyes all finished. I decided to put on some little lashes just to make the eyes look a little bit more symmetrical, but I also didn't want to cover up any of the look. I just wanted to make them even more cat eye appearing. You don't have to put lashes if you don't like them or don't wear them, whatever it may be, but for this type of look I felt like it needed it. But anyways, these are the eyes all finished. I'm so happy I decided to switch out the colors. This just makes me so happy. Let's continue with the face. I can't wait to put on some brows and complete the rest. It's just gonna all come together so beautifully. I'm really excited. First thing I'm gonna do is wipe away that excess concealer because it's looking crazy. So for my base, I'm first gonna go in with the Glossier Future Dew. Of course, I love this stuff so much. So I'm just going to apply a pump and a half of this. And then the foundation I'm going to be using is the Milani Screen Queen, and I'm going to be using the shade 250. To conceal, I'm going to be using my Milk Flex concealer. And look, my new Monstera leaf opened up today. It is so freaking beautiful. But anyways, when you do your eyes first, it's always so stressful to add concealer after because it can always make it look like a really harsh line. So just be extra cautious. Now to bronze up the skin, I have something that's very, very exciting. It's the new Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer. This stuff is freaking massive. Look how freaking huge this is. I don't have the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in my collection, so I can't really compare it to that. I don't know how much product there is, but here's it next to the Fenty Cream. It's ginormous. I just dropped it. Oh my god, okay. I thought I saw bits of it fly everywhere. It's fine, completely fine. Oh lord, okay. I got the shade 2 medium, and in here there's 0.56 ounces of product. So I think that's quite a lot, I believe, for a bronzer. Okay. I just dropped my cream bronzer now from Fenty, which is not a big deal because it's a cream. She's fine. Yeah, you get 22 ounces in the Fenty one. But anyways, I'm just gonna lay this on the counter and not drop it anymore. I cannot believe how freaking clumsy I am. I exhaust myself. Okay, I'm gonna try this out. It looks like a good color. Oh, that is a beautiful color. Oh wow. That is a beautiful formulation. I'm so happy she launched these because I do really enjoy the Bronze and Glow formulation and the little duo she has with the highlighter. Sadly, the tone was off for me, but I believe these are the same formula if I'm not mistaken. And it truly does look airbrushed on the skin since it's so blendable and buildable. This tone is the perfect tone for me. Let me know if you'd like to see a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I think I pretty much have everything. I just need to get like an eyeshadow palette and a few other things. But let me know and I can order those up, and that could be probably something next month. I want to go super bronze with this. My body is quite tan. It's been such a nice sunny week around here, so I've been laying out in the sun a little bit. I'm already so impressed with this bronzer. Doesn't that look fantastic? I'm very excited about it. I am now going to move on to blush and highlighter. For my highlighter, I'm going to use this guy from NARS, the Faux de France, and I'm using my Nabla highlighting brush. I'm just going to twirl that around. And for my blush, I'm going to be using the Nude Sticks Nudies Bloom in the shade Tiger Lily Queen. I feel like this and the eyes just look so complementary. It's such a bright peachy shade. So I'm going to be applying it with this Melt 777 brush. I haven't used any of the blooms in a very, very long time. I'm bringing the blush a little bit closer to where I usually highlight, almost touching where the eyeliner ends. Holy crap, so many trucks just drove by my house. That was probably so loud. But anyways, I feel like that's kind of a cute look for this eye look. This just looks so complimentary. I'm in such a good mood. I kind of woke up in a shit mood, but this is really bringing my spirits up. I should play with color more often. I almost forgot to do my brows, so I'm just gonna go quickly pop off camera, get that done quick. So please enjoy the brow intermission. It's probably gonna be a really cute one. And then to finish off everything, I want to go in with something a little bit simple for the lips, and I'm going to be using the Persona gloss in the shade Peach and this lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Pink Venus. And here we are, the finished final look. I just really love how this ended up turning out. I think it was super fun to do. I should definitely just put more effort into doing more colorful, fun looks like this. It brought me so much joy and happiness, and I really miss playing with color. I haven't flexed those muscles in a very long time, and it's been too long. But anyways, here is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed it, found this a little bit more fun. But that is all for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give this video a like. It would help me out so very much. I will try to link everything I used in this video in the description down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.